Doug, what are you hearing about what your draft range is right now?
Mark's kind of been pretty open with it. I think mid-first round is probably the goal to get to. But you never know with what teams, what route they'll go. Trading or moving up in the draft. So, I guess we'll see how it all falls.
Would you be shocked if you went really high, like high in the lottery, like 5 to 10?
Yeah, probably not top 5, but I think I could maybe slide in the 9 or 10 at absolute best. But I really think I just want to get on the right team, so it doesn't really matter how high I go. I just want to be in the right situation.
Do you feel like with your measurements, does that pretty much make you a small forward 100% at the NBA level?
Yeah, I think, I knew that's how tall I was. It wasn't a shock to me. It's just one of those deals where, I am who I am. People have seen me play for 4 years. I'm not going to grow anymore. I definitely will get stronger. And, there's some guys that are undersized like that are able to guard fours. But, I definitely have a ways to go physically to get there. But I just know I'm a basketball player, and I'll fit in, right when I step on the floor.
Were you a little surprised at the backlash by people being surprised what your height and wingspan are?
Yeah, I was listed at 6'8" at Creighton, and I actually had gotten to 6'8" before in a measurement with USA Basketball. I think I was wearing some LeBrons or something, but so we went with it, and I am who I am, like I said. I still feel like I can really contribute as a small forward, and as I get older, just be able to defend, hopefully a 4.
How good of a defender do you think you'll be in the NBA?
I think it's going to be an adjustment, obviously, because if you're guarding the 3 or the 2, you're guarding the best athletes in the world. So it's definitely going to be an adjustment. But I really think I'm a competitor. No one gets more ticked off when someone scores on them than me. In college, I couldn't really be aggressive as I wanted to be because you got to stay out of foul trouble because they needed me on the floor. And I really understand the team concept of defense, and no one watches more film than me, so I'm going to be mentally ready when I step on the floor.
What happened in that Baylor game?
Baylor, they smacked us. It was one of those deals where everything was going right for them, everything was going wrong for us, and obviously there's a lot of length at the bottom of that zone, and I don't think any of us really knew quite how long they were going to be until we stepped on the floor, and we thought we were going to get a lot more open looks, but they just shut me and Ethan down, and we weren't really able to do much.
Have you gone back and rewatched the film from there?
I have, yeah. It's frustrating. I don't want to watch it because it's my last game at Creighton, and it brings back bad memories. But I also need to watch it if I want to improve at the next level because I'm going to see multiple guys like that protecting the rim. So I gotta definitely look into that film even more.
Was there ever pressure on you from the fans or even the coaching staff to score even more? And it was like that run that you had at the end, just trying to get as high as you can up in the record books. Was that a lot of pressure at the time?
It was, because I'm on Twitter, and people are always tweeting at me, you got 70 more points to break this guy. It's like, don't put that in my head before I'm trying to play a game. But I'm just glad it all happened. How it happened. I tried just to have fun with it. I felt like I was in a good position, whether I finished the season with 3,000 points or not. I was just focused on winning, and the guys gave me a lot of hard time. But it was an unbelievable year.
I remember being at the Garden, and it feels like every time you touched the ball, no matter where, just like the entire arena was yelling, "Shoot!" And especially in that DePaul game, did your teammates, like, how do they react to that?
That's the good thing about my team. They're just so unselfish, and I think people saw that. I wouldn't have had whatever it was, 26 at half. It wasn't for them. They recognized I was in the zone, and I was basically just pulling up from everywhere. And then, the second half wasn't so hot, but it's one of those deals. I just feeling it in the zone, and then they came out and really zeroed in on me in the second half.